I seen when, the internet was just starting to buzz with the YouTube and all of that stuff. I had seen a freestyle or listening situation you had with Busta.
Yeah.
And his expression, his face expression just went like haywire. You know what I'm saying? And what was the thing he said? I forgot what it was, man. But
so ahead of my
time,
baby
said my mother. Yeah, yo, that shit was crazy. Yo, Busta in that room went bananas.
Hell yeah.
Yo, so how did it feel to be co-signed by Busta and all that?
Oh man, all them dudes. You know, I'm a before rap, I'm a fan first. So just having him, he actually came to my session. He actually came to the studio. We did the intro called Armageddon to my Armageddon mixtape, and that's what he was there for, to do the hook. But he was like, yo, it's my first time, I heard a couple of records. Let me hear some. So I was just throwing joints on and let him know how I give it up, and he's going crazy.
After that, he became a fan.
Hey, he said I'm the best metaphor punchline rapper ever.
Yes.
And
let me ask you. You've been around. I've been listening to your mixtapes for a long time. What's your favorite body of work? And I think you put in work on plenty of mixtapes through the joint.
Different mixtapes was different moods. So it depends, man. The mood that I'm in today, my favorite mixtape would probably be Fat Boy Fresh, Tomorrow, The City of God.
Okay.
You in a good mood today.
Then I might be on some contraband type.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it depends, man.
Yeah.
But all the time, at that time, I always gave y'all 100%.
Always.
I never try to lack. Just know whenever you listen to Freddie Godson body of work, that was me giving my all at all times.
And my brother had me look at hip hop this way. When an artist invites you into their life by rapping what they go through and live.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you had a rough upbringing. It wasn't, it was a struggle.
Yeah.
And you always threw that in your songs. You wasn't shy to put it out there. You know what I mean? And that's why I can relate to your music, because it's real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I definitely salute you for letting the audience
Absolutely.
in to your life, because a lot of people don't. And you got artists that in the mainstream that still haven't done that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you just went out and opened the floodgates like, yo, this is Fred, this is Gordo, this is who it is. You know what I'm saying? So I thank you for that, man. You know what I mean? Giving us real music. I always support what's real out here. So I've been trying to get you up here for a while. We had your brother Izzo up here.
Yeah, man, I'm saying, come up with him. I just be
we
so
had John
busy,
Clay
man.
up here already.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we've been working. We've been doing a lot of things.
I
We got a
still
lot of projects.
My ass was acting up tonight. I looked out the window, started snowing. I was like, I gotta go, man. I don't know what it is, man.
Yeah.
I just can't do this to them again, man. Like, wife was like, yo, man, but you can't. I'm like, yeah, I'm out, man.
So Fred, but you mentioned the wife, and for those people that follow you on Instagram and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We see you pick up your daughter and all of that stuff. How important is family structure to you?
It's real important. I don't like to leave nothing out with me. You know what I'm saying? So, that's just what it is. I think if you're a father, you be a great father.
That's right.
Gotta be a great father. I can't give the people that great rap, pump the ball, dude. If on the other side I'm slacking, I feel like even though if you look at it, one don't got nothing to do with the other, but with me it does.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't want nobody to be like, yeah, you don't take care of his kids though. That's crazy. That's the worst. Cause like even when me coming up, I was always taught, gotta take care of yours. Like my father, he ran into the thing where he was addicted to crack for a couple of years, but he's clean now. Been clean for over 20 years and he's still rocking. But he always taught, even then, we still was tight knit. Even with the addiction, everything was 6 of us. So, you know, it was always you gotta take care of what you gotta take care of.
Absolutely. And that business.
So, Fred, at what moment in life you fell in love with hip hop?
When I was a kid, man, that was the first thing. I mean, I remember me starting to listen to it and really saying like, you know, because my mother and my father used to listen to it. That and R&B, you know, go hand in hand.
Yeah.
And I remember hearing something like rap was regular. Then I remember my uncle playing, like he always, when I was a kid, put the Walkman in my ear. Like, yo, it's Rakim right here, yo. It's funny. It's Cool G rap right here. This is that shit. Then, I remember listening to something, and it was, God bless the dead, Fife.
Wow.
Said, well, so on your couch, now you got Siemens furniture. And I was like,
What's up?
Huh?
Couch, like, I see this furniture.
I said, what? And it was like, it was crazy. It was a line now. It was just, that was something different from, I heard all the slick talk, you know, Rakim, Cool G rap, putting in a rapid fire syllables and all the, you know. And when I heard that, I was just like, yo, this is kind of. Then I remember my father brought a Jay-Z, Reasonable Doubt. My father, Fred B, used to be at security at the tunnel.
Wow.
He bought the record. Said some dude named Jay-Z, they came in the Benz.
The white Benz.
And they used to have it on the side, Jay-Z faces on the side
I
of the door.
was too young to know what it was, but my father, he explained it.
See that at the airport,
Dudes came promotional. They, you know, dudes got promotional vans, Fred. These dudes had a Benz. They gave out the records. Look, it's just, so I had a record player in the crib. Played it. I was like, oh, this nigga is, it's crazy. And then I heard him go, at his wake as I creeped in, looked in his casket, feeling sarcastic, look at him still sleeping.
Yeah.
That shit blew my, yo, it was over.
Yeah.
Yo, and then, you know, Biggie took it over the top.
Yeah.
That
we was just talking about Big, you know, with
Mm-hmm.
Craig Mack's passing and all that stuff, and
shout out to Mac. I spoke to Mac a couple of times.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you actually got to meet him and all that stuff.
Yeah.
That's dope, man. I mean, that was one of the things like I walked with a lot of people and they didn't get a chance.
Excuse me, boss.
They didn't get a chance to meet him. You know what I mean?
He was a good dude.
You know,
But
so we was talking about Big, how Big's punchlines, you know, when Big said them, there was nothing wrong with them. But now, if we think back, and we use this one as a prime example, when Big said, "Look so good, you suck on your daddies." You know what I'm saying? Now a lot of people, if they say something like, "Oh, yo, pause, no homo," and all of that stuff. But back then, everybody was saying it on the street corners, or whatever. Yo, Big, you heard what just Big said?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
They
It
got
was
star
crazy.
power.
So, being a fan, I was like, you can't do that. You can't say you love it, you know, years ago, and now come back to it. And, nah, we can't say that. That's
it's just the way of the world. It's just the
How
way.
do you feel about that?
It's to see with me. It's crazy because Big.
A caller?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we got a caller for Fred.
Oh, yes.
Let's put him on there. Caller, what up?
Yo, caller,
Caller, what's up? Caller, what up?
Yeah, what up, Sincere, what's good?
What's good with you?
Oppressor, what's going on, brother?
No, Pressure, he on vacation right now. He be back, though. We got Fred the Godson with us and Zoe. What up, though?
Yeah, ain't nothing much, man. What up, Fred? It's J.S.
Peace, King.
My boy, Fred.
Peace, King.
Ain't nothing, man. Just want to shout you out, man. I see you doing what you do best.
I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate the love.
Thank you for calling us up, man. Appreciate you.
Yes, sir, Sam. Gotta take it easy.
All right, brother.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
See, with Big, like this, I always said this. I never looked at Big as a punchline rapper.
Yeah.
He wasn't a punchline rapper.
No.
It's the way he said it. Like, number one, it's like some people could just say they rhymes crazy. Like, nobody,
the delivery.
like nobody in the world
Yeah.
says they rhymes better than Tupac.
Word.
Yeah.
Like Tupac
every
rhymes was
emotion.
very simple,
Yeah.
but
If Tupac was more like
He
poetry.
was not a metaphorical rapper.
nah, it was.
At all.
Pac had the most simplest rhymes in the world. If somebody left their paper there and you read it, you'll be like, yeah. But when he said it,
Yeah.
it was amazing. Yeah. Like it was nobody, and like Big was one of those rappers. The way they say they rhymes and the way they bounce on it and the voice, and it's just I don't know, man. I think like Puff was a part of the gene, the way the drums. I don't know, man. It was just oh man, it's crazy.
It's crazy to even explain.
I just wish it was still that kind of shit was still around right now.
Yeah. Well, you're definitely keeping it alive, and there's a handful of you guys. You, Joel Ortiz, Emilio Rojas, P, Axel. You know what I mean? And of course yourself. Mike Sean. And there's a lot of and it's crazy because it's all Bronx. You know what I'm saying? They be like, yo, Sin, you favoring the Bronx because you're from the Bronx. But it's not that. But if you look at the lineup is that's where it's coming from.
Bronx is still
You know what I'm saying? You got Jay Frazier from Harlem. Kid is nasty. It was just like, we had him up here spitting and it was just crazy. But definitely are keeping it alive. You know what I mean? I always sit there and I wait for the next project to come out and all this stuff, so I always support it. But if they was to say, let's break down Fred the Godson as a recipe. You got this big pot.
Yeah.
Who you throw in that pot to make Fred the Godson?
Oh, I always said my style was a collage of rappers that I listen to.
Yeah.
You have to throw in at least 6, 7 rappers. I would say Pun,
1,
Big,
2,
Jay,
3,
Nas,
4,
Eminem,
5,
Raekwon,
6.
And I don't want to miss nobody.
that's a pot cooking right there.
Yeah, that's definitely a pot right there, man.
And I gotta say Fat Joe.
Okay.
Joe,
Okay.
BX in the building.
This shit crazy.
There's an interview that just started circulating with Cuban Link. And Cuban Link was talking about, and of course, when Cuban Link talks about Fat Joe, everybody be like, oh, but he's hating on it.
Yeah.
But Fat Joe, Don Cartagena album was written by Big Pun.
Really?
This is what Cuban Link is out there stating, and when he came out with Flojo, which is a dope record for its time, and it's a staple in
absolutely.
hip-hop. And then everybody saw the change in Don Cartagena. So, would you think there's a chance, there's a possibility that?
I mean, with me, no matter how crazy something sounds, I never wanna talk about anything I never was there for.
Yeah.
But I can tell you from my personal experiences, that's my brother.
Yeah.
And that nigga be in the studio writing his ass off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it'll probably, I wouldn't even, who knows? I mean, being that if I was with somebody like Big Pun, and I wrote a rhyme, I would always double check with him.
Yeah, of course.
Like, nigga, we together, we family, so if you think I should take this out and put this in, let's do it.
Yeah.
We making money together.
Yeah, of course.
So, I mean, if that's what he meant, I believe it, but I don't
because
know.
everybody does it.
Yeah, everybody does it.
And
I done did it with motherfuckers that I know just rap, and people look at them and say they not even good.
Yeah.
But if they're with me and I'm there and I lay something down and they object to something, like, yo, friend, that's crazy, but I think you should say this word or this.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, bet, let's take it out.
I was talking to Stan the Man, because we're working on the Rough Rider Radio compilation.
Mm-hmm.
Right. You know what I'm saying? We're working on that, and hopefully we can get you on there. And basically, we was talking about, working with artists, and certain times, a producer has a vision of a track and how it's supposed to end up. And when you have a producer tell you, well, that word, you said it, you can keep it in the rhyme, but you got to say it this way. You know, and sometimes people get upset about that and all that stuff. So yeah, of course, you know, with that said, when you're dealing with a track, a record, and you're in a crew or even in company, you got to accept criticism and you got to look at to what people are saying, because sometimes you might not see it because you're sitting there spitting it. Yeah, of course, you know, you always got the creative side of, yo, this is my record, this is how it's going to go, and this is it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So,
I always say no verses 100%. Cause
have you ever made a song and had like different features on it and heard somebody's verse and was like, you know what, I'm changing mine because
no.
Never.
So let's ask you this: if you had to be in a session of your choice of artists, any genre, to make your dopest track, who would sit in that session with you?
The people that sit in the session is gonna be on the record.
That's gonna be on the record, dead or alive.
Dead or alive. Oh. I mean, I do it'll be big. Pun.
Yeah.
People I just named.
Bronx heavyweights right there, man.
Eminem.
Brooklyn, it's crazy.
It'll be crazy, especially now. It'll be a bar fest. The
Absolutely.
only reason why it'll be a bar fest is I think we need a good bar fest in hip hop right now.
Absolutely.
There's just a lot of bullshit going on, and it's I think it's needed. We need like I remember telling Joe, he's coming out with his other album and everything. And even when he came out with this album, I said, Fred, what you think? I said, we need another John Blaze, Joe.
Yeah.
You think I should get on it?
Yeah.
I mean, you know, you still got Nas still here, Kiss still here, Ray still here. If you want to go with the original members, I mean, you could.
DITC.
I said, and now you cool with Hov. I mean, that's Jay's era. So he probably want to jump on and get crazy. So that can be real crazy. You know what I'm saying?
I'm crazy.
It's just me as a fan. We just need that.
Yeah.
I just want to.
I
We don't get that
tracks
no more.
anymore. We don't get those 4 or 5 people
We
on
get
the track anymore.
I mean, we get shout out to Khaled. Shout out to my boy Khaled. We get those like where he'll put a lot of rappers together, South rappers and everything. I just need one of those. New York bar fest joints.
Flavor in your ear, Joe.
That's
Remix.
right? Well, it's so crazy because it was